Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Here we are in post Stormblood. I hope everybody's doing very well. We are here in. Oh, what am I saying? Ul'dah. We're here in Ul'dah. God, I almost like dropped the bomb on that. Actually, I did drop the ball. Oh well, who cares? Let's go ahead and talk to Nanamo. Yes, a Sultana's duty. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultana's warrant for long. There are other places I would visit. To the Azernith Osuri. What she said. Yes. No idea where that's at. Is that here in Ul'dah or... Yes, it is. Okay, to the Thaumaturge's Guild place. That is where we are going next. Yes. That way. And the crystal is over this way. So I will do this. And then I will do this. Go here. And go here. And whoa. There we go. Alright, now we're getting back on track. Nanamo, come on. Help me out here, Nanamo. When the calamity threatened, Raban led the Alliance forces into battle on the plains of Carteneau, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rose the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting this shrine during each of my little excursions. Here I seek the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I'm fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You are highly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in hundreds of battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I am to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen my path, Kiera. With Ala Mhigo now freed from imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Already, many displaced Ala Mhigans seek to belong to Longtrek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan's school in Ragar's Reach for anyone who wishes to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time, the Ul'dah treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. I think this one would be better. Why not seek advice for one who employs refugees? A wise suggestion. Mayhap a visit to the Gold Saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pays refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with the Gobert Manderville? Sure. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see that the word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Gobert should be only too glad to receive us. Okay. Oh, come on. Wait, where do I gotta go? Hastings Strip, which is where... I have no idea. I don't even know where I am. Chamber of Rule, I guess we gotta go back to? I thought it would have actually been in the Gold Saucer, not the freaking... Oh, okay, it's over there. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, we gotta go up this way. The airship landing, yes? Think. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Um, huh, I thought I could have just teleported there. Oh well, I guess you gotta talk to that person anyways, because it's part of the quest. Oh, it's been a while since I've been here. Alright, where are we going? Yeah, go to Minion Square. I just hope I got all the crystals. Oh, I did not. Ah, damn it. I didn't get all the crystals. Alright, so I guess I gotta go to the Chocobo lift. No. Wait, I'm confused here. Oh, God. Wait. Huh? Wait a minute. This makes no sense. I thought we were gonna go to the... Did I screw up? It's still showing it in Ul'dah. Maybe I had to go through the entrance. Maybe, yeah, maybe, you know what? Maybe I messed up. Alright, well, let's teleport back to Ul'dah then. Because I think I goofed. He thinks me done goofed. Alright, so we gotta go here. And then we gotta go to here. Then what's this entrance thing for? No, that is for that. Oh, son of a biscuit. I've ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess there was some excitement. Ay, Nanamo. Okay, hold on a second. Something... Sultana's... Yeah, it's got the quest mark, so yeah, there we go. Alright. Here we go, back again. There we go. There she is. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I've never dreamed I would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. Godbert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these godly temptations. Come on, Nanamo. What's one chocobo race? Come on. You know you want to. Alright, where am I going? This way? Oh my god, did I even get the Aether right? Yeah, I did. Nope, this way. I gotta come back here off camera and get all the damn crystals. Okay, I'm guessing it's up above. Yeah, the little arrow's pointing up. So we gotta go up. Around this way. Did I get this one? Probably not. Or I did. I believe this is where we are meant to meet Lord Manderville. Shall we sit here while we await his coming? Sure. My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When the Interpicura Mitsunarne and Sultana herself came calling, there was no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanalan. You are aware, I am sure, that many of the Alamigos' displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homeland, and you are also aware of how they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter might be best distributed? In usual circumstances of our meeting, Your Grace, and Your Grace's choice of companion would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. My advice for you is to stop. Taxing Ulda's wealth to save Alamigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most sympathetically, I agree with Your Grace that the refugees must have housing and employment. But what profit is there from Ulda in this arrangement? Profit? After all you've done for Guribanius displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek the benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, Your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under a misapprehension. It is fine to endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Ulda's own poor and downtrodden should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Alamigo. It is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not Your Grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed. Then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Ulda. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with returning Alamigans, even as it generates revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. And it's always about the money. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Manderville. I thank you for your candor. But he's right, you can't go putting, like, outsiders ahead of your own citizens first. Gotta take care of the people at home first before you know. Then, if you have left over, then yes, you can help the outside people. Profit. The thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting my naivety will do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Kiara, are you perchance acquainted with the successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Aldrin Trading Company. But if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to the distant Kugane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as an adventurer as wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte in Ul'dah. A fair journey to you, Kiara, and a swift one, if you please. Alright, here we go, back to Kugane. And this dude is by the Ruby Bazaar. Now, why does it always have to be raining in my playthroughs? Like, it's always raining. Kiara, to what do I owe the pleasure, or are you here on business? I beg your pardon, Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how to best invest in the wealth of Ul'dah? My dear Kiara, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you have come to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have the master? Upon masters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than the chairman Lorarito, a man whose morning excursions are said to fill his garderobe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you, say at the Scion's former headquarters in Danoland. The Waking Sands would be a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Very well, Kiara, and may your dealings prove faithful. Great, so now we have to go to Lorarito. Oh, Anamo's not gonna like this. She definitely is not gonna like this at all. It's like, Nanamo, yeah, you know how they try to kill you? Well, yeah, well, I mean, Lorarito saved your life, but still. Welcome back, Kiara. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Yeah, but you're not gonna like it. What? Lorarito? And you agreed to this? See, I knew it. I am well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I had hoped to keep the monasteries at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah effectively. Very well. I will meet with Lorarito. Let us go on ahead to the Waking Sands and prepare for his coming. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had occasion to To work then. The hour of meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see it that we have the appointed room to ourselves.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help. You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira? Hmm?
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I am glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Ha! I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Oh god, I have no idea. Screw it, we'll just go with the first one. Alagana.
Yes, Quarry Town certainly does carry the potential for profit. At least it would do were it situated anywhere near a lucrative market. It would cost more to transport the materials than they are worth, in my humble opinion.
Okay, so it'll just let me pick until I pick the right one. Okay, how about Alagiri?
Yes, if a stable trade route can be established between Uldar and Alamigo, then Alagiri would once more become an important waypoint. But while such growth would greatly benefit its current residents, I'm afraid it could sustain little beyond that.
Okay, fine. The Saltery then. So clearly you want me to say the Saltery.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltery and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gill.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ounce of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders, just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
Well, sometimes you gotta make a deal with the devil to get the good things done. I don't mean that. Don't ever make a deal with the devil. That's bad. It's like, never do that. Ever. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. We have played Lorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Kira. I couldn't have done without you. Aw. Yes. Oh, I could take the critical hit, vitality, and direct hit, right? Yeah. I'll take the gold. I'm all about that money, too. Alright, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. As always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Don't forget to follow me on social. Details are in the description below. I follow all gamers back, and if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to smash that like button in the face if you like what you see. And with that being said, everyone, I will see you all in the next one.